Good morning everyone, EagleX here, and I have our 4th week of the Digimon TCG newsletter for what's going on in the Digimon world. We're going to be talking about some BT9 cards, some BT7 delays, and just a little bit more on touching up on local events. So first things first, let's cover some BT9 cards we've had revealed to us lately. The first thing we've had revealed to us is the Gallant Mon X Antibody. It has a trait where you can digivolve over a Gallant Mon for 1, and then as you can see from its ability, when digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. So kind of like that Genku effect, and if it didn't delete a Digimon with this effect, you unsuspend him. So if you have that Blitz Tamer, you can swing and restand, swing again. From the Growlmon, I believe the level 5 is. And then during your turn, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, if this Digimon has Gallant Mon X Antibody in its cards, Devolution cards, trash the top card of your opponent's security. So Gallant Mon doing more trashing of the security. BT1 Gallant Mon represents that, and this one kind of carries over that trait it has still. And it's really cool actually. If you attack with the BT1 Gallant Mon, then you can digivolve into this one. You can just utilize both of their abilities. Moving on, they revealed this option card, X Antibody. And you can play ignoring color requirements. Basically, it has a security effect to gain a memory at its hand. And then you can see for its main part, you place this as a source basically for Digimon without antibody in its cards. Then it gives the inheritable of all turns X Antibody, can't be trashed from this Digimon's Digivolution cards. So it seems to gain the trait of X Antibody. And when attacking, you may digivolve this Digimon into a Digimon with X Antibody and its traits by paying its Digivolution cost. So there is that option. It also revealed an Alpha Mod to us where we place a card with Antibody into its traits from trash to bomb of the sources. So this can work with some stuff after you've milled Analog Boy. If you use him in your deck, you can put those sources back underneath. Your turn once per turn though, and when this Digimon's Digivolution source increases by an effect, one of your opponent's Digimon gets de-digivolved. So it's poor tempo. You're building up on your side, swinging down on your opponent's side. And this might cause the other Alphamon to see a little bit of decrease in price, but also just in general, it's another Alphamon. So you have more triggers for cards that proc with Alphamon in its name. We saw the Digitalize of Soul, where the main is reveal top 3 of your deck, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost less than or equal to a Digimon, or a play cost of 1 Digimon with the X Antibody in its traits. Then you trash all the revealed cards with the exception of 1 card with X Antibody in its traits from your trash, so it doesn't have to be one of the 3 revealed ones. You get put that with X Antibody in its traits from your trash under one of your opponent's X Antibodies in its traits as its bottom Digivolution card. So if you revealed the BT6 or the BT9 Alpha Mod here, you put that as a source for another card. So it's kind of like anti-blue source stripping stuff as well. And then just securities to activate its main effect. Nothing crazy there. And we revealed this blue common. Goes over Okibomon for 2. And during your turn, it can't be blocked. So it's kind of like that blue finisher. So if we're talking like a blue-green Rookie Rush, maybe again, this is going to be a card that's probably involved in those decks, as it just doesn't get blocked on a level 4. So, pretty decent common, honestly. Then we have this Greymon revealed to us. And it goes over another Greymon for free for one of its traits, or one of its mainline techs. And then it's inheritable, is if there's an effect that would delete the Digimon Greymon or Omegamon, which is Omnimon in its name, or return to its owner's hand or deck. So if you bot deck it with like Millenniumon, it wouldn't be affected by that if you prevent it by using the ability of leaving play by discarding 2 cards at the same level in this Digimon's Digivolution cards. So if you go over a level 4 Greymon with this level 4 Greymon, you can remove both the level 4s. And then this is probably the one I'm most hyped for, the Okibomon X Antibody. Go over Okibomon for 0. And if you guys don't know, we don't have many Okibomons in print right now in the game. There's 2 others, I'll show them here on the next page. But if you have Okibomon or X Antibody, And a Digivolution card, when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's a flower cannon effect, you suspend them, rest them. If this Digimon is attacking, you may switch the target of the attack to one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. So that's going to be a way to redirect, start controlling board a lot more. During your turn with this Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon card with Insectoid in its traits, reduce the cost of Digivolution by 1. And if I recall correctly, basically every single Okibomon line is an Insectoid, so it would work naturally with those Digivolve 4s, and they would turn into 3 cost Digivolutions, because besides the promo one, they're all costs of 4, I think. But these were the Okibomons that we currently have as targets to go over, besides the new one reveal. And I want to highlight, the Event Pack 1 Okibomon is going to be probably spiking this week as people are trying to get their max rarity for BT9. This card is like $5 to $10 last week, but as I looked this morning, it was already $25 for this Event Pack 1 on the right here. The one on the left here is the starter deck one, and the green starter deck. It's just vanilla, but it is an Okibomon. So it probably ran for consistency if you end up using that, but my guess is you're probably using this one and the new one in a green X Antibody Kuwagamon deck. And talking about our level 6s, we got the grandest Kuwagamon here. Goes over Grand Kuwagamon for 1. When Digivolving, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. If this Digimon is attacking, you switch the target of the attack to one of your opponent's suspended Digimon. So similar effect to the last one, and then he just has the natural 4,000 buff on your turn if you're using him. So kind of reminiscent of the BT1 Grand Kuwagamon. And then as we go to an attack, when this Digimon has Grand Kuwagamon or X Antibody in its card, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and unsuspend this Digimon. So it is once per turn, but it is a free restanding green. Now this one doesn't have piercing on him, but you do have inheritables in green that do give you piercing. So it can give you ways to have more pressure as you push to try to close out game. And just kind of showing the Grand Kuwagamons we currently have. You have the BT1 Grand Kuwagamon. This is one on the left is the Dash Pack one from 1.5. The one on the right is the Great Legend Dash Pack one, which is noticeably used in green OTK. So I imagine that will be the one that's going to be used more often. And then you do have Security Attack +1. You gain 4,000 when you Digivolve with Grand Kuwagamon from the Starter Deck 9. So if I were taking a guess, it's going to be the Great Legend Dash Pack 1 paired with this new one here. Now moving on, as I said last week, EX1 was delayed to January 21st. So we're going to be getting this product here in roughly 2 weeks now, guys. So keep your eyes out, as it will be legal for nationals. So if you're playtesting, playtest with proxies, or if you can't wait, go ahead and order some singles and TCG Player. Just get them sooner than later if you don't plan on opening boosters. Moving on, not just EX1 was delayed, also BT7 was delayed to March 4th. It's a 2-week delay from the original release, with the pre-release being February 25th. So this is the notice that Bandai gave us. It's mainly due to distribution issues of shipping the product out. But we don't only have sad news, guys. Just real quickly though, the ban list that we've been hearing about, talking about, I'll make another video going more in depth with this when there's an actual ban list announced, so there's not just speculation of what's going to happen. But they said we're going to have the ban list later in our English meta, so my guess is after Nationals it will go live, or during the start of BT7 it will go live for us. And also, as I said last week, Bandai would like some feedback on organized play. If you haven't seen this Google form, I'm going to have it in the description. It'll be a way for us to give them more advice on how to make the game better for us as we go through large events. And then we had a local event of Pauper format, and we have results. First place was one of our locals who won with Security Aosmon, Pauper, Common, and Commons only. I'll go ahead and highlight this stuff on Wednesday, and second place was a green deck, green controls, what I would probably call it, that used the level 5 Argomon being lifted from the restriction list. It was a lot of fun, and as always, Friday night we have DigiLocals. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and have a great day.